Welcome to another deep dive, this time into the world of Waterharp Xpressions.
Oh, yeah.
This is a sound library that you can get at an amazing price through audio plugin deals.
Yeah.
And it promises to add depth and emotion to your music, really no matter what genre you're working in.
Right.
But before we get into all the reasons why it's so awesome, maybe we should start by breaking down what
Yeah.
makes it so special and what a Waterharp even is.
Right.
Um, so if you can imagine a metal bowl
Okay.
filled with water, and you have these bronze rods that stick out from the center,
Yeah.
that's a water harp.
Yeah. And it's the heart of this library. And you know what's really fascinating about it is just how unusual it sounds. I mean, it's both haunting and beautiful.
Yeah.
And capable of creating this wide range of textures and effects.
Yeah, I'm actually looking at some of the descriptions for it, and
Yeah.
it says things like eerie resonances and dynamic percussive impacts,
Yeah.
subtle sting effects and haunting atmospheres.
Right.
It sounds like it could add some real drama and intrigue to a score.
Absolutely. And, there's a reason that this instrument's been used in a lot of really iconic films.
Oh, yeah.
If you think back to Let the Right One In,
Right.
like the scene where Eli reveals her true nature,
Wow.
they use the water harp and it just creates this chilling and unforgettable moment.
That's a great example. I can totally see how those spine-tingling sounds
Right.
could really elevate a horror or suspense scene.
Right.
But looking at the instrument categories,
Yeah.
in Waterharp Xpressions, it seems to go beyond just those spooky sounds. We've got
Right.
celestial textures, we've
Oh,
got
yeah.
fairy chaos, we've got bunker mallet hits.
Yeah.
I mean, those names alone suggest a lot of sonic variety.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, this library covers a lot of ground.
Yeah.
Like, for example, imagine using bunker mallet hits to create this unsettling tension,
Yeah.
like a scene in a claustrophobic abandoned space or
Mhm.
celestial textures to evoke this sense of awe and wonder as a character is gazing at the night sky.
I can hear the possibilities already.
Right.
So it's not just about having a collection of ready-made sound effects.
Right.
It's about having this palette of sounds you can use to build a mood and atmosphere.
Exactly. And that's where the construction kits come in.
Oh, yeah.
So instead of just giving you pre-made loops, they give you all of the raw ingredients, like the building blocks, to create your own unique sonic creations.
Wow.
You get all of these meticulously crafted elements that you can combine, manipulate, and layer to create something entirely new.
So you're not stuck with just a static sound.
Right.
You have the power to mold and shape these sounds to
Interactive.
fit your vision.
Exactly. And Waterharp Xpressions provides all the tools you need to do that. I mean, the interface is designed to be so intuitive and user-friendly
Okay.
that even someone new to this type of sound library will be able to use it.
Awesome.
And you have features like reverse mode, which lets you instantly play any sample backwards, or stretch mode, which allows you to take a single water harp sound and turn it into a playable melodic instrument.
Hold on, that sounds amazing. So it's you can take a single haunting water harp ping
Yeah.
and stretch it across the keyboard to create eerie melodies and harmonies.
Exactly. It really adds a whole new dimension to your composition.
Oh, wow.
And then there are the effects processors.
Huh.
You have the energizer, which adds compression, saturation, and distortion.
Wow.
And the polisher, which provides EQ shaping, saturation, transient enhancement, and stereo imaging.
So you can really go wild and sculpt your sound in so many different ways.
Exactly.
I'm already feeling inspired just thinking about the possibilities.
Yeah.
But I am curious, for someone like me who is not a seasoned sound designer,
Yeah.
are these effects easy to use, or would I need a degree in audio engineering to figure them out?
I think you'll be pleasantly surprised because the interface is designed to be very visual and intuitive.
Okay.
Everything is laid out in a way that makes sense, so you don't have to be a technical wizard
Okay.
to get great results. It's really all about encouraging experimentation and creativity.
I love that.
Yeah.
It seems like they've really put a lot of thought into making this
Yeah.
powerful but accessible tool.
They certainly have, and they've even included convolution reverbs.
Oh, cool.
So you can add space and depth to your sounds, placing them in different environments.
So you can take these water harp sounds and make them feel like they're being played in a dark, mysterious cave
Exactly.
or a grand concert hall.
Absolutely. And what's remarkable is how Waterharp Xpressions bridges this gap between organic acoustic sounds and cutting-edge sound design techniques.
Yeah.
You have the rawness and the authenticity of the water harp combined with the power and flexibility of modern sound design tools.
Okay. I'm officially intrigued.
Oh,
I want to hear what some actual composers have to
yeah,
say
yeah.
about this library, because I'm seeing names like Charlie Clouser,
Yeah.
John Debney, Ramin Djawadi.
Right.
These are heavy hitters in the film scoring world.
Yeah, these composers have worked on some of the most iconic films and TV shows.
Oh, yeah?
And they've all praised Waterharp Xpressions for its unique sound, its versatility, and ease of use.
Okay, awesome. Well, let's delve into those testimonials and hear what they have to say about Waterharp Xpressions.
All right, let's start with Charlie Clouser, who's known for his work on films like Saw and Resident Evil. Extinction.
Yeah.
He describes Waterharp Xpressions as one of the best bowed metal libraries he's encountered, praising its huge range of creative techniques and the simple but powerful UI.
That's high praise coming from someone who's clearly an expert in this area. What about John Debney?
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of his work on films like The Passion of the Christ and Iron Man 2.
Yeah, John Debney calls Waterharp Xpressions a rich world of sounds, from organic hits to otherworldly sonorities and ambiances.
Oh, wow.
He highlights its ability to create both realistic and fantastical soundscapes.
It sounds like it really does cater to a diverse range of creative needs.
Yeah.
What does David Lawrence have to say about it?
Well, David Lawrence, he actually makes a funny comment about how he's going to lean on this baby hard the next time he scores a water level in a game or a horror film set near water.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
It definitely speaks to the evocative power of the water harp,
Right.
especially in those like aquatic settings.
Yeah.
And Ramin Djawadi, the mastermind behind the Game of Thrones score.
Well, Ramin Djawadi was very impressed with the tons of great atmospheres, hits, effects, transitions that Waterharp Xpressions offers.
Okay.
He also commended the clear and punchy recordings and the intuitive interface, which are just hallmarks of Sample Logic's work.
So it seems like Waterharp Xpressions has really won over some of the biggest names in the industry.
Yeah.
But what does that mean for our listeners?
Well, it means that you have access to the same sonic tools that
Yeah.
are being used by these top-level composers.
Okay.
And with this exclusive discount on audio plug-in deals, it's more affordable than ever to add this unique and versatile library to your collection.
It sounds like a great opportunity to expand your sonic palette
Yeah.
and explore some new creative possibilities.
Absolutely. And we've only just scratched the surface of what Waterharp Xpressions has to offer.
I'm eager to learn more. When we return, we'll dive deeper into that interface
Okay.
and explore the features that make it so powerful and user-friendly. Stay tuned.
Welcome back. So we've talked about the impressive range of sounds in Waterharp Xpressions and the creative potential.
Yeah.
But now let's take a closer look at the interface itself.
Okay.
Think of it as your sonic control center.
Yeah, from what I've seen, it seems to be all about giving you the control to really shape those sounds.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head. Like, let's say you find a sound that's almost perfect,
Okay.
but you want to hear it in reverse for a more kind of eerie effect.
Oh, yeah.
Reverse mode lets you do that instantly.
That sounds cool.
It's a fantastic tool for crafting those unsettling backward textures.
Yeah, it sounds incredibly useful for building tension
Right.
or creating those otherworldly soundscapes.
Yeah.
I'm also curious about stretch mode. Earlier, you mentioned that it allows you to turn a single water harp sound into a melodic instrument.
Right.
Can you elaborate on that a bit?
Absolutely. So let's say you have this like haunting, resonating ping that you love.
Yeah.
Stretch mode lets you map that sound across the entire keyboard,
Wow.
allowing you to play melodies and harmonies with it. So suddenly you're not just limited to using it as a one-shot sound effect.
Right.
You can create entire musical phrases with it.
So you're essentially transforming a simple sound into a fully playable instrument.
You got it.
That's amazing.
And I'm guessing this opens up a lot of possibilities, especially for genres like ambient or experimental music.
Yeah, for sure.
And then you have the multi-effect processors,
Okay.
the energizer and the polisher,
Okay.
which give you even more control over your sound design.
Those sound intriguing. What
Yeah.
do they do?
So the energizer is all about adding grit punch and raw power to your sound.
Okay.
It adds compression, saturation, and distortion so you can create those hard-hitting impacts
Mm.
or distorted textures. You can take a subtle sound and make it absolutely roar with energy.
Oh, okay. Power.
And then the polisher.
Yeah.
Think of the polisher as your secret weapon for adding that final touch of sonic magic.
Okay.
It gives you tools like EQ shaping, saturation, transient enhancement, and stereo imaging,
Wow, that's a lot.
all in one place. It's like having a mastering engineer built right into the interface,
Okay, cool.
allowing you to take your sound from good to amazing.
It seems like they really have thought of everything to give
Yeah.
you complete control over your sound.
They have.
But I will say sometimes all those options can be a little bit overwhelming,
Right.
especially if you're new to sound design.
Yeah, that's a valid concern, but Waterharp Xpressions is designed to be both powerful and intuitive.
Okay, good.
I mean, the layout is very visual, so it makes it easy to understand what each parameter does.
Right.
And even if you're not sure where to start, you can always just experiment and see what happens. That's part of the fun of sound design.
I love that it's all about encouraging exploration and discovery.
Exactly. Yeah.
Speaking of exploration, I noticed that Waterharp Expressions also includes convolution reverb.
It does.
What's the purpose of that?
Well, convolution reverb is a fantastic tool for adding a sense of space and depth to your sounds.
Okay.
It allows you to kind of place your water harp sounds in different environments,
Okay, cool.
whether it's a small intimate room or a vast echoing cathedral.
So I could take these Waterharp sounds and make them feel like they're being played in like a dark, mysterious cave
Exactly.
or a grand concert hall.
Exactly. And with the wide selection of convolution reverbs included in Waterharp Xpressions, you have a lot of options to choose from. It's like taking these sounds on a journey through different sonic landscapes.
I'm starting to get a real sense of the depth and versatility of this library.
Yeah.
It's more than just a collection of sounds. It's a tool for creating like entire sonic worlds.
You got it. And one of the things that makes Waterharp Xpressions so special is this ability to bridge the gap between organic acoustic sounds and cutting-edge sound design techniques.
Yeah.
You have the rawness and authenticity of the Waterharp itself, but you also have the power and flexibility of modern sound design tools to shape and mold those sounds in countless ways.
And from what we've discussed so far, it seems like they've made that process both intuitive and accessible,
Absolutely.
even for someone who's not a seasoned sound designer.
And there's one more feature I'd like to highlight that really emphasizes the attention to detail in this library.
Good.
The sample start slider.
Okay.
This allows you to adjust the start point of sample playback, giving you even more control over those nuances of your sound.
So I could use that to like create a unique texture by starting a sound in the middle of the sample instead of the beginning.
Exactly. You can use it to create interesting rhythmic variations, glitchy effects, or subtle shifts in timbre. It's a great tool for adding those little details that can make a big difference in your sound design.
It sounds like they've really gone above and beyond to give users the tools to create something truly unique and personal.
They certainly have, and let's not forget about MIDI controllability.
Oh, yeah?
Every parameter in the interface can be mapped to a MIDI controller, allowing you to get hands-on and expressive with your sound design.
That sounds awesome.
You know, perfect for live performance or adding a dynamic human touch to your studio productions.
Yeah, that's a great feature.
And there's even a handy favorite sound function
Oh, cool.
that lets you save and quickly recall your most used sounds. It's a great time saver when you're working on a project and need to access specific sounds quickly.
So you can build your own personal library of go-to sounds.
Exactly.
And have them instantly accessible.
Exactly. It really speaks to the thoughtfulness and user-friendliness of the entire design.
Yeah.
You know, they've truly created a tool that empowers you to express your sonic vision without getting bogged down in those technical complexities.
Well, I'm definitely impressed. It's clear that a lot of care and attention to detail has gone into making Waterharp Expressions both powerful and intuitive.
And before we move on, I think it's important to remember that all of these amazing features and creative possibilities are built upon the foundation of the Waterharp itself, an instrument with a unique and evocative sonic quality.
Right. It's that blend of organic sound and cutting-edge technology that makes this library so special.
Exactly.
You get the warmth and character of the Waterharp.
Right.
But combined with the ability to shape and manipulate those sounds in ways that were never before possible.
And that opens up a world of possibilities for creating sounds that are both familiar and completely unexpected.
Yeah.
You know, you can use it to evoke a sense of mystery, tension, wonder, or even just pure sonic beauty.
Speaking of those emotions, let's revisit some of those composer testimonials and see how they've used Waterharp Expressions to create those impactful and memorable moments in their work.
Absolutely. Their insights provide valuable perspectives on how this library can be used in real-world scoring scenarios.
Okay.
Let's start with Gerard Marino, who's known for his work on the God of War series and the film Swordfish.
Yeah.
He describes Waterharp Expressions as a well-produced instrument with many mysterious and impactful sounds, and specifically mentions the careful sample curation and focused interface, which, you know, are hallmarks of Sample Logic's work.
That's great to hear, especially coming from someone who's scored such epic and cinematic projects.
Right.
It sounds like they've struck a perfect balance between providing a vast amount of content
Yeah.
while still keeping the interface organized and user-friendly.
And then we have Steve Jablonsky,
Okay.
the composer behind the Transformers franchise,
Oh,
who
wow.
calls it a unique scoring tool that any composer looking for something special will appreciate.
And I think that uniqueness is really key here.
Right.
The water harp has a sound that's unlike any other instrument.
It does.
And this library captures that essence perfectly.
Exactly. And with Waterharp Xpressions, you have all the tools you need to harness that power and create something truly memorable and captivating.
It sounds like they've created a library that's both innovative and inspiring,
Yeah,
encouraging composers to push their creative boundaries.
absolutely. And Charlie Clouser, who we mentioned earlier, known for his dark and atmospheric scores for films like Saw and Resident Evil,
Hmm.
Extinction
Yeah.
is a testament to that. As an avid collector of bowed metal instruments and sample libraries, he describes Waterharp Xpressions as one of the best he's heard.
Wow.
He particularly praises the library's organization and ease of use, which is crucial when you're working with such a vast amount of content.
That's high praise coming from someone who's clearly passionate about this type of sound.
Yeah.
It's reassuring to know that the library is designed in a way that makes it easy to find the sounds you need
Right.
and integrate them into your workflow.
And John Debney, the composer behind scores for The Passion of the Christ and Iron Man 2, echoes that sentiment. He calls Waterharp Xpressions a rich world of sounds and an important addition to the modern composer's toolkit.
It sounds like this isn't just a niche library
Right.
for specific genres.
Right.
It's a versatile tool that can enhance any type of music or sound design.
You're absolutely right. And to emphasize its versatility, let's remember David Lawrence's humorous comment
Oh, yeah.
about how he's going to lean on this baby hard the next time he scores a water level in a game or a horror film set near water.
That's a great one.
Wow.
But it also speaks to the evocative power of the water harp.
Yeah.
It's an instrument that can instantly transport you to another world.
Right.
And this library captures that essence perfectly.
And we can't forget about Ramin Djawadi, the mastermind behind the iconic Game of Thrones score.
Right.
He was very impressed with the library's wide range of atmospheres, hits effects, and transitions, as well as the clear and punchy recordings.
It seems like Waterharp Xpressions has really resonated with composers from all sorts of backgrounds and genres. They're drawn to its unique sound, its versatility, and its ability to evoke a wide range of emotions.
And what's really exciting is that you as a listener can tap into that same creative potential.
Yeah.
With this exclusive discount from Audio Plugin Deals, Waterharp Xpressions is more accessible than ever.
That's fantastic news. It's a chance to get your hands on a professional-grade sound library that's used by some of the biggest names in the industry at a fraction of the price.
Exactly. And as we've explored today, it's more than just a collection of sounds. It's a tool for sonic exploration, creativity, and expression.
It's about empowering you to create something unique, something that reflects your own artistic vision.
Yeah.
And with Waterharp Xpressions, you have everything you need to do just that.
Well said. And with that, I think it's time to dive into the technical specs
Okay.
and talk about why this Audio Plugin Deals offer is an opportunity you won't want to miss.
Absolutely. Stay tuned as we unveil the details
Right.
and explain why this is such a steal for any composer or sound designer. Welcome back to this deep dive into Waterharp Xpressions. We've explored the sounds, the features,
Yeah.
heard from some big names in film scoring.
Yeah.
Now let's wrap things up by taking a look at those technical specs
Right.
and that Audio Plugin Deals discount we've all been waiting for.
The thing that continues to impress me is the sheer volume of content that you get with this library.
Oh, yeah.
It's massive. Over 1,000 individual sample presets, 55 multi-sample instruments,
Wow.
all packed into 3 gigabytes of pure sonic potential.
So you're not just getting a handful of sounds, you're getting an arsenal to create anything from delicate textures to powerful percussive impacts. I mean, we're talking a library that can cover a wide range of genres and styles, right?
Absolutely. Whether you're working on a film score, a video game, soundtrack, ambient music, even experimental sound design, Waterharp Xpressions has something to offer.
Yeah.
And it's all recorded in pristine 44.1 kilohertz, 24-bit audio quality.
Okay.
So you know you're getting the highest level of detail and fidelity.
That's crucial to make sure your sounds cut through the mix and sound professional in any production.
Right.
But let's be honest, sometimes these professional-grade sound libraries can come with a pretty hefty price tag.
That's true, but that's what makes this audio plugin deals offer so special.
Yeah.
You get this incredibly versatile and powerful library
Yeah.
at a fraction of the regular price. It's
Mhm.
an opportunity you don't want to miss, especially if you're looking to expand your sonic palette
For sure.
and add some unique and evocative sounds to your toolbox.
So for anyone who's been on the fence about Waterharp Expressions, this is the perfect time to take the plunge.
Yeah.
It's your chance to unlock a world of sonic possibilities without breaking the bank.
Imagine having the power to create haunting melodies, unsettling atmospheres, and otherworldly textures, all with that unique and captivating voice of the water harp. That's the power of Waterharp Expressions.
It really is.
And this audio plugin deals discount makes it more accessible than ever before.
It sounds like a no-brainer for any composer or sound designer who wants to add a touch of magic and emotion to their work.
Absolutely. We encourage you to head over to the audio plugin deals page and check it out for yourself.
Yes.
You'll find audio demos that showcase the incredible range of sounds, detailed information about the library's features, and of course, all the details about that amazing discount.
So what are you waiting for? Dive in and experience the magic of Waterharp Expressions. We're confident that once you hear it, you'll wonder how you ever created music without it.
Happy creating.